What is going on, YouTube? Friday weekend. I got some responses to make tonight. Now, let me give you a little history. So I put out the video, the rich get richer and the poor get poor. That rubbed some people the wrong way. Some people said, well, you're coming from, you're one-sided with your view. You probably haven't traveled to third world countries to see how other people live. I have not traveled to third world countries? Nicaragua, Nepal, India, China. So I come from a one-sided view. Now, first I want to talk about blues guitar. You know, these guys kill me to come in with these statistics like, evidently you don't understand much about the economy and how capitalism works and blah, blah, blah. Look, capitalism is a area where everybody can be successful. There is no one putting a gun to your head to say, hey, you can't open a business. Have you guys seen that? Have you guys seen anyone that's standing outside your door, a guard that's saying you will not go and have and get a business license right now? You will not let your idea that you came up with, you will not be able to execute that idea. No, you will not. Inventors, people that dream, you will not be able to pursue your idea. This is hilarious to me. I can't even believe that I even have to respond to a video like this guy. First of all, the guy doesn't even show his whole face. I don't even know if that was a mistake or that's just a cowardly act of the guy. But here's the deal. And this is where I want to put. He talks about this he goes to South Korea and this taxi cab driver who's very educated, have a bachelor's, and he's not able to get a job but a taxi cab because there are no jobs. Okay, buddy, evidently you haven't watched my videos, because if you would understand something, I don't come from the job system. I'm not the type of guy that says, hey, let me lay down and whine and complain because there's no jobs. Well, guess what? I haven't worked a job in 10 years. I believe in creating income. And when you create income, you will always have a job. You will always have things. When you have ideas and you put them to work, that's a business. Those are things that keep going. And every human being on earth has those. Then I had some other guy from Serbia saying that, hey, you don't understand. People in third world countries don't have it that good. Now, when I was in Nicaragua, most of the people that I hung around were wealthy people. Why? Because in Nicaragua, right, it's definitely two classes. It's the upper class and the lower class. You really can't hang with the lower class. Not because you're better than them or anything like that. No. Because the lower class, if you show them wealth in front of them, they will beg you constantly. Like, I've went out to eat with the lower class, and you always have to pay their way because they can't afford the restaurants. You know, you can't have them as friends. Everywhere you go, you would have to pay for everything. Versus with the upper class, very educated people, but not just educated in the book sense. Educated in the business sense. We would talk about things and ideas. These are idea guys. Like, I met a guy who owns 75 buses, the public buses for the Managua, which was the capital of the thing. Very business minded, always looking for things to do. One day I was talking and said, oh, you know what? I'm thinking about purchasing a boat to give to fishermen and have the fishermen go out and rent the boat. Always mind turning. You know, the mind is just moving constantly. You know, then he talked about, I'm going back to blues guitar, I'm all over the place here. Then he talked about people in Vancouver, the minimum wage there is $8, and rich people who own products like houses and things of this nature, and they raise the prices of the houses and things of this nature. How is the person who makes $8 an hour going to make it? Well, if one just had an inch of drive, who in their right mind will be comfortable making $8 an hour? If I'm 50 years old and I'm working at McDonald's and I'm happy, something wrong with that picture. Something's very sick and wrong with that picture. Because guess what? I'm going to make a prophecy today. Everything around you will rise. Gas prices will rise. Rent will rise. Everything that you're dealing with, food and everything in your life will rise. So what do you do? Do you lay down and get a job and just, okay, I'm fine now, while everything's rising? Or do you get off your butt and know that, hey, I can't get complacent. I can't get comfortable. I got to keep it moving. I got to stay above inflation. Above it. You know, some people who get raises, right? I know you guys have seen these type of people. They get a raise at their job and they're out partying. Yeah, I got a raise. They go shopping that day. They buy an outfit. See, what's happening is that raise that they receive, they're already adjusting their lifestyle to that raise. So really, it's not a raise because now they're spending the extra money that they're getting. The reason why a lot of people are poor, and I add another twist on it, it's not just because they're lazy. You're right. There's more to that. It's because they don't use the ideas to better themselves. Who in their right mind would just depend on a job? We've been shown that. You can't no longer depend on that. You got to do something else. So all these guys who come with these little brainiac ideas about the capitalistic society and all this other crap, look. You're just like everybody else. If you're so smart, create income. Create more income so you don't have to worry about inflation. You don't have to worry about inflation when you have an abundance of income coming in. You're not spending a lot of money. You're saving money. You're investing. The rich people aren't the only people that invest. If you have extra money, you can invest. See, we have this wrong idea of the rich, that the rich are just these privileged, elite personnel that just have the opportunities that no one else can have. No, your mind tells you that. You can have as much opportunity in life as anybody else if you do the right things. If you spend money. See, you can spend money like a poor person. Buying things you can't afford, going in debt. No one puts a gun to your head for that. You do that. So, like I said, you know, blues guitar, the guy from Serbia, they're talking nonsense. I don't come from that world. I've traveled outside of America and I've seen people in third world countries. They can do it too. Because if you use this in the right way, you can achieve anything you want to do in life. So let me see you guys respond to this. Let me see your questions and your comments, and let's start a dialogue. So, if this is your first time seeing the channel, glad to have you. Please subscribe. And until next time, signing off.